Hello and welcome back, YouTubers. So today I bring along with myself the experience that I had in France. So this was basically my third visit to France, and to be honest, the first two times that I went to that place, I did not like it at all. Maybe because I spent really less time, and this was around 6 years back, and then one was around 8 years back. So when I visited, there was a long queue, and I had to stand in the long queue for about 3 hours. So I was so exhausted that by the time I reached up and appreciated the beauty of the whole scene and everything, I was totally exhausted, and yeah, so it wasn't a really good experience. But this time it was totally different. First of all, because the temperature over there was 9 degrees. So the moment when I landed on Orly Airport. For those of you who don't know, Orly is a really cool place in terms of airport, because you get to play lot of video games there. Trust me, you have PS4 and all those what do we call, consoles and everything. So it was really a good place. Then the temperature was 9 degrees Celsius, which was cold but not that cold. It was pleasingly cold, which was good enough. And apart from that, when I just went to my hotel, regarding my hotel, there was this budget class hotel that I had booked by an online agent, which I would not like to name here or list here. So when I went there, the online booking agent promised me that I would be having a early check-in. Okay, and I reached there around 9:30 a.m. in the morning, and the lady over there says, no, I can't check in before 12 p.m. And I was surprised to know this, because this was the first time that I ever came across such a hotel being so rude on the face to a guest. And by the time we reached there, it was cold, and I was expecting her to at least let me have breakfast, which I would have paid for definitely if she would have told me, yes, you can use the services here, or at least stay in my restaurant or cafe. But no, that was the worst thing she did to me. She said, no, you need to wait outside till 12 p.m. because we have house full, there are no rooms, and as for the cafe, I need to clean it. So this was the reality, which was really painful. After that, I went to McDonald's, and because I'm a vegetarian, I did not have much options, but I really liked the crusties there, because for those of you who don't know what crusties are, and I'm sure for people living in France out there can relate to it. So crusties are basically those little bigger chunks of round potatoes, which are deep fried in oil, and they are crispy enough. So which was good. After having that, we finally just kept on having something at McDonald's and exploring just few areas nearby. Then after that, it was almost around 12, so we just checked in, and we just threw our bags there, and we took an Uber to the Eiffel Tower. So while going to the Eiffel Tower, I saw many people over there who were not from my country, but mind you, they spoke really good Hindi, and I was really impressed. The next thing I knew was I really got in fast this time to the top of the Eiffel Tower. It did not took much of the time, and I just took the elevator to go there. Per person, it cost 25 euros, I guess. Yeah, it cost 25 euros per person if you want the elevator to take you from the lowest section, section 1, section 2, and section 3, which is the topmost. So but you need to make sure that you keep the tickets safe with you, just in case if you lose the ticket, you might not be allowed to go to the top with the elevator or come down by the elevator. So going through the elevator makes things very easy. And also the first two times that I went to this place called Eiffel Tower, I was so exhausted, and on top of that, I had gone there by climbing the stairs and I came down by the same stairs. So you can imagine how exhausted one could have been. But this time it was very interesting because I saved a lot of time. I met people who actually made me happy because they could speak Hindi. And because I'm in Europe, let me tell you, not all of them even know about this language called Hindi. And then to get to listen to these people who speak Hindi is really good because they were speaking marvelous Hindi. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Hindi is the national language from India. Okay, so after going to the Eiffel Tower, I came back, and then there's this area. Those who have visited might be knowing this area where you have this statue of the horse and a guy on top of the horse. Over there, because I'm a car freak, okay, I'm not very good at driving, but I love watching cars, and especially cars like Ferrari. So there was 3 Ferrari cars in different colors that got my attention. Then again, further ahead, I went, and there was this Brazilian festival thing going on. They had really, let me tell you, they had really foot tapping music, thug, 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 something like that, and it was really cool to see them. They were actually enjoying it and with their flags and everything. And then I decided, okay, this is the spot where I will have my chocolate waffle. I'm a foodie, so I had my chocolate waffle there. Okay. And then by the time I enjoyed and thought about, let me just go back to my not so cool hotel, I thought, why not give it a try to try some Indian food in France? Now, I was asking people around, so I met a South Indian guy. He kind of gave me an idea about one restaurant, but then he said it just serves only very limited variety of Indian food. So I wasn't really inclined to go there. But we still booked an Uber to go there because maybe I thought, okay, this could be my last option or something. But then the driver was so cool. Although he was a French, he spoke really good English, and while conversing to him, he came like a savior to me that day because he told me about this place. First of all, he asked me whether I know this place, which is famous for all the Asian food. I can get Marwari, Indian, and Pakistani food and everything. So I was astonished, okay, because I've been to France 2 times before and I never explored this area. So I said, okay, take me there. Now, this place was 1 hour 15 minutes far away from Eiffel Tower. Now, it's called Brady's Place, or yeah, something like this. So you have the street, basically you have the road with the vehicles going on, and on the left and onto the right of the road you have all the restaurants, and because it gets more cold by the night time, so they have the chimneys there. They have this cool how do we say, this cool cellophane covering closing to their restaurants, which was really good. So I went to this cool restaurant, and this was a Rajput food. So I wasn't really sure because it could be spicy, it could be really very spicy. So I wasn't really sure, but I just thought, okay, why not? Let's give it a try. So the guy asked me, do you want it to be super spicy, mild, or medium? I said medium. So, my god, the food that I ordered was a thali. The thali had a roti. Roti is like a naan or a bread, a type of bread, which was filled with cheese inside, hot cheese inside. And along with it, it had biryani because I ordered biryani separately. Otherwise, biryani is not there in the thali. The thali had samosa, uh, and it had how do we say, onion pakoda, potato pakoda. Pakoda are like you just fry them in corn flour. You just fry onion and potato, thinly sliced onion and potato, and fry them in corn flour. And samosa is like you have this covering made of some flour, and in that flour you have the stuffing filled with potato again. And then there was this lovely mixed veg curry, which we call sabzi, which was again perfectly spiced, and on top of that with a garnish of freshly chopped coriander and butter, just flowing in the right direction. And apart from that, there was something sweet which I did not have because I was full till here. I think it was a laddu or something. I really don't remember. Sorry for that. And then we ordered some juice. So the juice was really fresh. And then I had my stomach full. And I was so thankful to my driver because he helped me reach there. While going back, again I met this random guy, and he noticed that okay, we are basically from India because of my complexion, my the way I look and everything. So he realized that, and again he spoke Hindi in that place as well, although he himself wasn't even an Asian. So I really felt good that okay, people here are friendly and they love to speak to you. And okay, after that I was too tired because my aim was not to cover more areas, but my aim was to cover just few new areas. And this time I did not go to Arc de Triomphe. Like I did go to Arc de Triomphe, but I did not actually took real time clicking photos and looking at its beauty and awing like, oh, are they Trump? Because I was really tired and it was getting cold and evening was going, night was setting in, so you can imagine even the photos would not help at that time. So I just thought, okay, maybe tomorrow morning will be a good time to catch the flight back home. And then I got the flight back home. And for those of you who don't know, because I kept it a secret till now, I live in Lisbon. Lisbon is the